Harry. Did you seriously pass out just from getting punched by an old woman like me? Are you really that weak? I will never accept such a weak woman like you in my household. Got it? I want you to break up with Brian right this instant.
Barbara, please. We only went to your house to meet you, and then all of a sudden you flew out of the door and attacked me. I don't even know what to say right now, really.
I attacked you because you were going to try and steal my little Brian from me. What else would you expect?
Steal? What do you mean by that? I wasn't stealing him.
You do know that my ex-husband and I split up when Brian was just a little boy, don't you?
Of course I do. Brian told me all about that. What does that have to do with why you attacked me?
Well, if you knew that was the situation, then you should have been prepared to be attacked right out of the gate, you little brat.
That doesn't even make any sense. I still don't get why you attacked me. We even had to call an ambulance to take me to the hospital.
Oh, please. It was hardly anything so bad. You're just a little baby. If you two get married, then you better prepare yourself for much, much worse than that. I will never accept such a weak, pathetic woman as yourself into my family.
You punched me in the head. I could have been seriously injured. Don't you realize that?
It's your fault for not having the reflexes to block a punch like that. You only have yourself to blame for all of this. Next time, it might not be me. It might be some stranger on the street. What are you going to do to protect Brian if that happens, huh?
I'm not Brian's bodyguard, I'm his fiancé.
If you think that is the case, then you are sorely mistaken. Not only can you not protect yourself or my son, but all you ever do is argue with me. You really need to start taking things more seriously.
Please don't try and make me out to be the bad guy here. I don't think I'm being that unreasonable.
See, there you go, pivoting my point again. All you ever do is whine. Do you really think you're going to hold on to Brian for long with an attitude like that? He's getting sick of you too, you know.
Wait, what? Did Brian really say that about me? What do you mean he's getting sick of me?
I mean that Brian said he regrets getting engaged to someone as weak and pathetic as you.
Wait, no. Did he really say something like that?
Of course he did. That boy would never ever lie to me. Not only are your reflexes slow, but you seem to be pretty slow in the head, too.
Now that you mention it, Brian still hasn't come to see me here. Is he really still there with you?
Well, after I hit you, he came over to me to make sure that my hand wasn't hurting too bad. He was worried about that. That boy has such a big, kind heart.
So then, you mean he was more worried about your hand after he punched me than he was with me?
Oh, what? Did you really think he would ever worry about you? Please, what do you even offer that would make him want to pity you?
Please, I don't even understand what I did.
My Brian has clearly made up his mind. He cares far more about his dear mother than he does his own girlfriend. But he's always been like this, ever since he was a little boy. Compared to the few years that he's known you, it's only natural that he would prefer me over you. Don't you think?
Is that really what's going on here?
Of course it is. I'm his mother, and Mother knows best. Are you only just realizing that now?
I really don't even know what to say anymore.
Well, how about I go to the hospital and smack you around some more? Would you like that? I'll make sure that you're in that hospital for a lot longer than you are now.
Barbara, please. Why are you treating me like this?
Whatever. Just tell me what your hospital room number is.
Do you really think that I'm going to do that after you just threatened me like that?
All I want to do is try and teach you a lesson about being a good wife. And now you're just pathetically lying there in the hospital being rude to your future mother-in-law.
Is that what you call a lesson? I think it was a little more serious than just that, don't you?
If that scared you, then I think you have a lot to learn before you're ready for marriage. That is why I want you to break up with Brian. I'll make sure to have him talk to you, so just you wait.
My name is Harry, and I am a 31-year-old office worker. I've been dating my boyfriend Brian for about 5 years. The other day, he proposed to me, and I said yes. After that, we went to his parents' house to make the announcement to them in person. I have to admit that I was quite nervous to meet his mom after some of the stories I heard. But I had no idea she would be like this. The moment the door was open for us at their house, she came flying out of it, pounced on me, and began hitting me in the head. Before I knew it, I had blacked out. After that, I was taken to the hospital in an ambulance. Thankfully, the doctor said I was basically okay. But still, I just couldn't believe what had happened to me. I don't know what I did to her, but it seems that Brian's mother holds nothing but resentment towards me. When I woke up in the hospital, I was alone. Brian wasn't there. The next day, I received a text that shook my world.
Hey, have you still not apologized to my mom for hurting her hand? I'm pretty surprised. It's only common sense that if you hurt someone that you should apologize. I think you should probably bring some money with you too when you do. You owe her, you know.
Brian, I was waiting at the hospital for you to come and see me. Where were you? And what are you talking about? Do you seriously want me to pay your mom for punching me?
Well, she did kind of give a shock to your system, right? I think you should be pretty grateful to her for that. Have you already left the hospital?
Yes, I just left the hospital. But what are you saying? How can you talk like that to me?
What do you mean? You did something that made my mom want to hit you. My mom would never hurt another person without good reason to.
Wait, hold on. You're saying that this is all my fault?
Well, it sure wasn't my mom's fault, so who else's fault could it have been? Anyways, I'm here with my mom, so just come over to her place. Stop by the bank, get out some money, and be ready to apologize.
You can't be serious. I'm the victim here. I was the one who got hit.
Are you kidding me? The damage that you did to my mom's wrist when she hit you is far more serious.
I can't believe what I'm reading. This can't be real.
My mom raised me with her own 2 hands, and now you've gone and broken one of them. I'm just so disappointed that I proposed to such a pathetic girl who can't even see the importance my mom holds in my life.
What are you even saying anymore? This is just getting ridiculous.
My mom always knew how to judge someone's character just by looking at them. After just saying hi to someone, she instantly knew the kind of person that they were deep down.
What? That is just crazy talk. And you're saying that I should just be okay with getting hit because your mom didn't like my vibes? That is insane.
Well, I guess you still don't understand just how important my mom is to me. She's the only thing I care about in this world, really. Everything else could burn up in a giant fire as long as I have her. You have no idea how upset I am at you right now.
You mean, even me? You would be fine losing me just like that.
I just hope I've made my position very clear to you now.
I can't believe this. Why did you even propose to me then?
During the past 2 years, I introduced about 5 different women to my mom, hoping that she would approve of them. And never once has anyone been good enough in her eyes. I thought that you might have been different, but I see that I was wrong.
Is that supposed to be some kind of sick joke or something? Because it isn't funny at all.
I really, really liked you. You know that, right, Harry? But if my mom doesn't approve of you, then there is nothing to be done. That is the end of the discussion.
Well, I'm glad you've told me all of this because now I don't even want to marry you anymore.
Well, yeah, I thought I made it pretty apparent that that wasn't happening anyways. Just get over here and apologize to my mom. Say that you're sorry for making her hit you.
That is not going to happen, Brian. In fact, I think I'm going to the police over this.
Wait, what? You're going to the police all over a little scratch? Don't be stupid. You should have seen it coming.
But I didn't even do anything bad.
If you got punched by Mom, then you must have done something bad. That is just how it works. If she clicks her tongue at you, or you make her tap her foot, then that is all on you.
That doesn't even make sense. Do you know how circular that reasoning is?
Well, what about you? You're the one going to cops just because someone put you in the hospital. How does that make any sense?
No, that actually makes sense. You don't make any sense.
Quit making excuses just because we're not getting married anymore. Look, if you just apologize to my mom and show that you're willing to overlook this, then maybe we can work something else out. Who knows? We might even be able to get married still. This doesn't have to be the end, Harry.
What? Do you really think that I still want to marry you?
Wait, what do you mean?
This morning, the cops came to visit me in my hospital room. I told them everything that had happened. They are headed over to your mom's right now. They should arrive in about 30 minutes.
No, you can't be serious. Are you kidding me? You sold out my precious mom to the cops?
I didn't sell her out. I just told them exactly what she did to me. Did you really think that I would just cry and never do anything? No, I filed a police report against her.
Well, you better go and take it back right now. Do you know what this is going to do to my mom? Go and tell the cops you were lying.
That is not going to happen. I am not going to let her get away with this.
But why not? I am begging you here. You can't do this.
Oh yeah? Just watch me.
So you really aren't going to listen to a thing I say?
That's right. And there is nothing you can do about it.
All right, I get it. Let's get married then. How about that? It's perfect, right?
No, seriously. What are you even talking about?
I mean that if my mom is out of the picture, then there is nothing else to worry about, right? Then I will never have to let you go. It's perfect.
Are you out of your mind? Do you really think I would ever do that? Do you really think that your mom is the only problem here?
Of course she is. Everything is all her fault. If she's arrested and gone, then there will be nothing to worry about. We can be together and happy for the rest of our lives.
That is not going to happen because you're going to be arrested too.
What do you mean by that?
I mean that after your mom punched me and I passed out, I know that you stole my wallet, didn't you?
What are you talking about? Of course I didn't do that. What makes you even say that? You probably just forgot it at my mom's or dropped it or something. You don't even have any proof.
Of course I do. Why else would I even be saying this?
What do you mean? I don't understand.
I mean that I have a picture of you in the act of doing the crime, Brian.
A picture? What, did you have a hidden camera in your bag or something?
Of course I didn't. Your little sister filmed the whole thing and posted it on Twitter. Didn't you notice that we're trending?
She did what now? I can't believe this.
I thought it was a bit weird myself, actually. I had never even spoken a word to her before. In fact, I didn't even know that she was still living with your mom.
Wait, no. That can't be right. She's just a little shut-in. She's never made anything of her life. Mom always says she barely even counts as family.
Brian, that is a horrible, awful thing to say about your own sister. Well, she came to visit me yesterday to apologize on behalf of the both of you.
Oh no. This is really bad. This can't be happening right now. No, this is all a mistake. It's just our family motto is always be smiling in the house.
Do you think I give a crap about your stupid family motto? And just what does that even have to do with stealing my wallet from me?
Well, I just wanted to get some money for my mom since I thought you weren't going to come back and apologize.
You are seriously insane. I didn't even know that it was your sister who called the ambulance for me. I can't believe that even though I was passed out on the floor, that you just left me there to take care of your mom. I won't forgive either of you ever.
So then you told the cops about what I did too?
Of course I did. Did you really think you would get away with it just because I was unconscious? Well, you are sorely mistaken.
I was so ready to marry you. I was ready to make you so happy. Please, I'm begging you. I don't care if my mom gets arrested, but please, you have to tell the cops that I didn't do anything. I'll return your wallet, I promise.
That is not going to happen, Brian. You're going to be arrested not only for taking my wallet, by the way.
What do you mean? What else did I do? I don't know what you're talking about right now.
Well, I heard from your sister that your mom is awful to her every single day. She even showed me her diary of all the terrible things that she's done.
You mean she was keeping a record of everything? I don't believe this.
She thought that one day she would have a chance to show someone who could help her, so she wrote it all down. Her body is covered in bruises. How could you let something like that happen to your own family?
But my sister is different. You don't get it. She just stays at home working all day online.
And that's why she deserves to be beat like that?
Well, she ought to find a job outside in the real world. There is no way that a shut-in like her is doing a real job. So my mom just tries to discipline her every day.
I don't care how many excuses you give. That still isn't a good reason. I convinced your sister that she should talk to the cops about what she's been through, too.
Keep your nose out of my family's business. You don't know what you're talking about.
I'm not going to let you get away with this. You and your mom are going away for a long time.
You can't do this to us. I was about to be promoted. This can't be happening.
Well, it is. And I think you know that you have this coming.
Please, you have to forgive me. Are the cops really about to arrive here? You have to get over here right away and explain that this is all one big, big mistake.
I'm not going to do that, Brian.
But we were about to get married. Are you really saying that none of that means anything to you now?
Is that it? Is that all the reasoning you have? You'll have to try harder than that.
Please, you can't do this. My life was going so well. What am I going to do now?
And now it isn't, and it's all your fault. Anyways, I imagine they should be arriving soon. Goodbye, Brian.
Harry, don't do this. Please, I still love you. That must mean something.
Do you really think that you're the victim here? I'm the one who was hit. I'm blocking you now.
Wait, don't go. I'm so sorry. For everything. Forget about my mom. Just save me. Harry, please, don't do this to me. Come back, Harry. Come back.
I heard from the arresting officers that they were able to apprehend Brian and Barbara. While they were on their way to the precinct, I heard that Brian turned to his mom and said that it was all her fault. After his arrest, all of Brian's friends and coworkers found out just how terrible he had treated not only his past girlfriends, but also his own family. As for his poor little sister, she moved out, began living on her own, and continued working as a programmer. I have no regrets about what I did, and I'm still living very happily. It has already been 2 years since Brian and I broke up, but I've started dating another guy introduced to me by a friend. We're planning on getting married next year. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to see more content like this. See you next time.
Mia, I want to talk to you about the ladies' lunch group meeting today. I heard you organized it. I have a complaint to make.
Hello, Mrs. Garcia. Yes, that's right. I was the organizer. Did you have a problem with the venue? Or was it the food? Oh my goodness. You don't have any allergies by any chance, do you?
Yes, I do have an allergy as a matter of fact. It is a very serious one that is causing me much irritation.
Oh my goodness. I am so sorry. I had no idea. I heard from one of the other organizers that there were no participants with allergies today. May I ask what you are allergic to?
Poverty.
Poverty? Sorry, am I reading this right? I am not following you. Maybe you misspelled the word?
Yes, my dear, you are reading it correctly. I am not keen on that place at all. The premises are a tad inadequate for our ladies' luncheon group. I prefer somewhere a little more upmarket. I favor a place where the price reflects the quality of the cuisine. I get irritated about the level of service in those kinds of places. I prefer a place where the waiting staff will pamper our needs a little more.
I thought the place we went to today was quite a nice little restaurant. It was a lovely, relaxed atmosphere, and the staff was very efficient and polite. It may have been a little expensive and the portions a little small, but I would certainly go there again.
You thought that was nice. I beg to differ in opinion. The decor was decidedly tawdry, the tableware kitsch, and the hygiene was questionable. Were you aware I had to call for another fork because mine was dirty?
I am so sorry to hear that. But overall, the other ladies appeared satisfied with the lunch. And since you don't have any genuine food allergies, then no harm is done.
Harm has been done, my dear. Today's luncheon did not meet the highest standards expected of the ladies' luncheon group. That place would be suited more to members of the working poor class. I didn't realize you were one of the working poor class.
I think your judgment is a little harsh. I don't come from a particularly poor family.
But you were surprised by the price of that restaurant, weren't you? A little expensive, you said. That restaurant is cheap. It is intended for a more ignoble clientele. It is geared towards the working poor class. It's not the kind of place a lady of my social standing would usually choose to frequent. Just do me a favor and remember that in future, will you?
I am so sorry that you were dissatisfied with today's luncheon. I will keep it in mind for future reference.
Actually, while we are talking, there is something else I have been wanting to say to you for quite a while. Unfortunately, I have missed the opportunity on a number of occasions. It's rather personal, but I do not wish you to take offense. Do you mind if I inform you now, Mia?
As you wish, Mrs. Garcia.
I think that the clothes you wear to our luncheon meetings are a little garish. They are not really suitable for our ladies' club. I had an allergic reaction brought on by that awful dress you wore today. Would you kindly consider wearing something a little more classy for the next meeting?
You thought my dress was garish? I don't think it is. I think it suits me.
You might think so, but any woman of my standing would find the mere sight of your dress unpleasant to the eye. Where do they sell dresses like that anyway? Don't you own anything a little more suitable?
I bought it in Bloomingdale's on Northside just last week. I thought it was quite fashionable. Some of the other ladies complimented me on my taste.
Each to her own. But I have a terrible aversion to that color and style. Please don't wear it again.
I am sorry if I offended your sensibility.
We must look our best, Mia. Our children both go to Francis W. Parker. It's one of the most expensive private schools in the country. If you attend that school dressed like that, you will most certainly look out of place. Mia, can you afford to send your son to Parker's?
It is well within our means, Mrs. Garcia. Contrary to your opinion, my business is quite prosperous. We can well afford to send our son to Parker's. We pay the school fees for them to educate our son to an exceptional level, not for them to dictate the manner of my dress. We are free to spend our money however we like. It's not anyone else's business to interfere.
I'm not saying you have to spend all your money on designer dresses, but at least make an effort with your appearance. You only embarrass yourself to turn up at these events dressed like a dog's dinner.
Once again, I can only apologize for offending your sensibility, Mrs. Garcia. I will keep your comments in mind next time I dress for lunch.
Yes, that's just what I wanted to hear. You have been very gracious with me. Now, you need to be a bit more aware of yourself as the mother of a private school student. Mia, excuse me for interrupting again, but there is something else that has been bothering me. I would like to get it off my mind.
What else is bothering you, Mrs. Garcia?
We have established that you are a member of the poor working class, yet you claim to run a prosperous business. I was wondering what kind of business you might be in that enables you to afford to send your son to an expensive private school. Are the rumors true?
What rumors?
Is it true you work in the Bunny Club district?
Did you see me in the Bunny Club district?
Just a minute. What are you insinuating, Mrs. Garcia? Are you telling me that there is a rumor going around about me working at a bunny club? Where did you hear this? Who did you hear it from? I need to know. Didn't you know? The rumors are all around the school. Most of the ladies' luncheon club are privy to the knowledge.
What is this knowledge you are referring to?
And tell me where you heard it first. I'm the one who found you out.
You found me out?
What exactly did you find out?
What exactly do you think you saw?
You want to know? Actually, I saw you by chance in the Bunny Club district downtown, dressed up to the nines in stockings and heavy makeup. It was obvious what you had been up to.
And what exactly do you think I was obviously up to, Mrs. Garcia?
You were just finishing an evening of work, right? You can't hide it from me, Mia. I saw everything.
So, if it was you who saw me, then I guess it was you who planted the seed of this rumor?
Oh, now you have found me out.
Mrs. Garcia, I would like to make a polite request of you. I would like you to nip this nonsense in the bud right now. I would like you to stop this rumor from spreading before it gets out of control. Would you do that for me, Mrs. Garcia? I need you to clear up this misunderstanding. You must inform everyone that you were mistaken. I need you to tell them that I am not working in a bunny club.
But you were there, weren't you? And you were dressed up to the nines, weren't you? You were in the Bunny Club district in the middle of the night, weren't you? You can't deny that. I was a witness to the fact. Tell me that it is true. Or can't you think of an excuse to exonerate yourself?
Actually, you are right. I can't think of a reasonable excuse to exonerate myself.
But why should I?
Shouldn't my word be enough for you to believe that I am telling the truth? I am not some kind of night worker. Perhaps, Mrs. Garcia, I have one or two things happening in my private life that are nobody else's business but my own.
I can't disagree with that. So, you can't tell me? Or won't tell me?
No, I can't. And I won't. But I'm certainly not working in the Bunny Club in the capacity that you imagine I am. Let's just say I just happened to be in that place at that time dressed in that way for a reason that is not the business of anyone else but me. Finish.
I don't buy it.
Well, it is the truth. I am not a night worker. Now, can you please put a stop to this dreadful rumor?
I cannot stop this dreadful rumor if you haven't given me a good reason to. If you want the rumors to stop, tell me the reason.
I am sorry, Mrs. Garcia. It is something I don't want to discuss with you or anyone else at my son's school.
In that case, my dear Mia, since you are unable to provide me with a good enough reason, I am afraid that the rumors cannot be stopped. However, if and when you do decide to tell me what you were doing there, please let me know and I will certainly consider nipping the whole thing in the bud. Good afternoon, Mia. How are you? The college entrance exams are coming up.
Hello, Mrs. Garcia. I'm fine, thank you. Yes, my son is very busy studying recently. He's getting very serious about his future.
What college is your son taking the test for?
He is not planning on going to college. He wants to go to a vocational school.
A vocational school? Oh, you must be very disappointed. Especially after paying all that money to put him through private school.
I'm not disappointed in the least. He has had a dream since he was a little boy to work in the aerospace industry. He wants to be an aircraft maintenance technician. Without going to vocational trade school, he wouldn't be able to enter the field.
Are you serious?
He is very serious about what he wants to do. My husband and I are very proud of his decision, and we will support him in every way we can. Is there a problem with that? Or should I ask whether you have a problem with that, Mrs. Garcia?
I wouldn't exactly say it was a problem. I feel sorry for you that your son has only minor aspirations. I mean, to be a tradesman. If I were you, I would be quite disappointed that he is not going to college. It's usually the people who aren't good at studying that go to vocational trade schools.
With all due respect, Mrs. Garcia, I think you have it wrong there.
I am quite sure it is you who is mistaken, Mia. Your son's grades must be terribly low. He ought to have made a little more effort. Were you aware of his low grades? Didn't you punish him? He should at least try to get into junior college. It doesn't have to be Ivy League. Surely he could still get in. I think applications are still open for some entrance exams.
I'm sorry, but my son's future is not any of your business. He made his decision having discussed it with me and my husband, as well as his teachers and the school's careers advisor. He has been very mature in his decision-making process.
It's a pity that he doesn't have many opportunities, not being as bright as the others.
How can you say such a horrible thing? He is just as bright as any of the other children in his year.
My son is planning on going into medicine. He is going to do a 4-year pre-med in neuroscience at Harvard. That course of study will prepare him for his MCAT, which he'll need to get into medical school. He did consider going into law for a while, but in the end, we all thought medicine had better prospects. Besides, it's much better to say you are a doctor than a lawyer or a politician.
You are probably right.
With a doctor in the family, our medical fees will be waived. That is an added bonus, wouldn't you say? He'll have a very high salary. Medical doctors can earn in excess of $180,000, you know.
A lawyer also has a high salary.
Oh, we looked into it. Lawyers don't earn half of what a medical doctor can earn.
It would be useful to have a lawyer in your family, especially if someone brought a lawsuit against you. You'll want to avoid the cost of serious litigation. If your son was a lawyer, he would fight your case for free.
There is no way I will ever need to be defended in court. That is not going to happen. I am a law-abiding citizen with no intention of ever breaking the law.
You never know what may happen in the future. Life throws all sorts of obstacles in our path.
What you are suggesting is all academic anyway. Our son is going into medicine. It has all been decided. So please don't try to tell me what my son should study. It's none of your business.
And I'll throw that ball straight back to you. My son's course of study is none of your business either.
Oh, is that the time already? I have to prepare for luncheon. Goodbye, Mia.
Mrs. Garcia, we need to talk to you. Is now convenient?
Oh, hello, Mia. I am a little busy right now. We are in the middle of deciding where to celebrate our son's graduation.
What was all that about today?
I don't know what you were talking about. Candace, wait. I am a little tied up now.
During the ceremony today, you kicked me from behind. You yelled at me, too. Something about my outfit, wasn't it?
Oh, that?
Then you took my seat. Why would you do that? What did I do to you?
Just as I said. Didn't you hear me?
I'm afraid I couldn't make out what you were saying. Please tell me again now.
I would be delighted to refresh your memory. I said, it's 100 years too soon for you to stand in front of me. Let me spell it out for you in words that a member of America's working poor class will understand. You shouldn't stand in front of the granddaughter of the boss of the Chicago gang.
The granddaughter of the boss of the Chicago gang?
Yes, Mia. I am the granddaughter of the boss of the Chicago gang. A very, very famous mafia gang based in Chicago. I am sure you must have heard of it.
Stop kidding around with me, Mrs. Garcia.
I am not kidding, Mia. I was brought up in a mafia household. We were brought up on good quality food. That's why I come out with a poverty allergy.
You are kidding.
You are so annoying. I am telling the truth. I was brought up in a mafia family. We only ate food that was so good that it would kick your tongue around the dining room, as they say. That's why I now have an allergy to poverty.
It's a lie.
How dare you say that? It is not a lie.
Garcia, you got a nerve to speak all that nonsense to me. You think you can talk to me like that? What's wrong with you? Do you know who I am?
Mia?
Do not address me that way again. From now on, you call me Mrs. Nelson.
You are a mafia granddaughter, are you?
You make me laugh. You are nothing but a stupid cucuzzo.
Mia, what's gotten into you? And what is a cucuzzo?
I said, call me Mrs. Nelson. Do you hear me?
I am the granddaughter of the mafia leader, you dummy.
And you are a stupid cucuzzo.
It's Italian for dummy. Didn't you get that information from watching The Godfather too? Please, Mia, stop fooling around.
Mrs. Nelson.
Go ask your granddaddy. He will tell you.
Now hear this. A mediocre person like yourself needs to educate herself on the mafia code of conduct.
You can't call me mediocre. You can't just watch a Godfather box set and reel off a few quotes to suit yourself. Garcia isn't even a vaguely Italian name. Spanish, right? I guess Europe is all the same to a mediocre bambino like yourself. Stop fooling around. You have had your joke now. Let's put a stop to this dreadful nonsense.
I am not joking, Garcia. You rocked the boat and ruined my reputation. You're gonna pay, lady.
Pay? I'll call my granddaddy up. He would be very interested in what I have to tell him. Why don't you come on over and meet him? Let's settle once and for all. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome once again to another episode of Tell the Truth. To start our show off, we have two very special guests, Miss Mia Nelson and Miss Maria Garcia. Will the real mafia granddaughter please stand up now? I think I'll take a rain check. I'm not feeling too well. What are you laughing about, Garcia? This is not a laughing matter. I'm sorry, Mrs. Nelson. That's better. Now remember my name. I heard from some of the other parents at the school that you were always mouthing off about your so-called mafia connections. You were always trying to put the fear of God into people to get them to respect you and do as you say. I did no such thing. You can't wriggle out of this one, Garcia. You are a fraud. A liar. Let me see. How would you put it? A prevaricator. I have all the incriminating evidence I need to make your life hell. They showed me their WhatsApp messages. You think you were so clever with your big words, poverty allergies, and trash talk. But compared to me, you are wet behind the ears. You were just a kid on the streets. You need to watch what you say. You need to watch your back. You wouldn't. I have evidence. It's all written down clearly in the WhatsApp messages that you sent. Talk about digging your own grave. You gotta choose your friends wisely, Garcia, or you will end up on the wrong side of the law. I am the granddaughter of a mafia boss. He's very serious about what he wants to do. My husband and I are very proud of his decision, and we will support him in every way we can. Did you put the fear of God up those poor ladies at the luncheon club with your games, Garcia? Think very carefully before you answer. Take your time, Garcia. Are you feeling okay, Garcia? What do you mean, am I feeling okay?
You told all those lies and talked about being the granddaughter of the mafia boss. You spoke flippantly and without heed to the dishonor that you might bring to our family. You disrespected the reputation of the mafia. You insulted my grandfather. I am talking about my family, the biggest mafia family in Chicago. I wondered if you were coming down with a bad case of temporary amnesia. I hope you know who you were dealing with here. Look, I'm a little busy right now, Mrs. Nelson. I have to be going. Goodbye. Garcia, I am not finished with you yet. I'll be in touch. Take care not to get into any accidents. Hey, Garcia. Buongiorno. Long time no see. Hello, Mrs. Nelson. Sorry I haven't been in touch recently. I've been quite out of sorts. How are you? What can I do for you? We need to have a little talk about a number of incidents you were involved in. Incidents, Mrs. Nelson? Would you mind elaborating? Let's not play the amnesia card again. Do you think you can fool the real granddaughter of a mafia boss? Let me refresh your memory. The incidents I'm referring to are specifically assault, adultery, and defamation of character. You have gone very quiet, Garcia. Are you feeling okay? Are you getting nervous? I have no idea what you're talking about. Are you daring to feign ignorance to the granddaughter of a mafia boss? Take a little time, Garcia. Think about what I am saying. I'm talking about you, Garcia. You are the culprit. You have been caught red-handed. I now have all the incriminating evidence I need. I looked into everything. Excuse me? I am not sure what you're claiming. Have you lost your memory, Garcia? 'Cause I am kind, I'll explain to you all the evidence I have. Piece by piece. It's okay. You don't need to do that. I am sure this has nothing to do with me. Let's not shilly-shally, Garcia. Think back. There was a violent crime committed about a month ago. A month ago? Are you sure you don't remember? Take your time, Garcia. We were all at a large event with our children. Graduation day? Ding, ding, ding! That's correct! I am glad to see it's coming back to you. Do you remember what you did to me at the graduation? You went silent on me again. Are you still there, Garcia? Don't say you don't remember, Garcia! What did you do to me on the day of the graduation ceremony? Take your time. Today I want to settle some business, so don't tell me you're innocent. Don't be afraid. The truth is all I am looking for. I don't want to make an orphan out of your son. I kicked you. Ding, ding, ding! Correct answer! You're doing really well. Next question. How did you kick me? I kicked you lightly. From behind. Ding, ding, ding. Correct again. I am glad you remembered. It makes it that much easier for us all. You have just admitted to committing a violent crime. Certainly it wasn't a big injury, but in the eyes of the law, it is considered a violent crime. Violent crime can be anything from a common assault at one end of the scale to murder at the other. The judicial system is there to lay a foundation of respect. You know what? What? Pouring water over someone, cutting their hair, and other similar actions are not only disrespectful, but are also considered acts of violence in the eyes of the court. This can't be true. Can it? It seems you are either uninformed or ignorant about the law in this country. It's a good thing I am here to educate you on these things, isn't it? You should be thanking me. Be careful, Garcia. Beware of the small things. People who refuse to pay suffer the consequences. But, Mrs. Nelson, that was over a month ago. Surely it's too late to file a police report on something that happened a month ago. There is a statute of limitations on assault. It is a third-degree felony.
A felony?
Surely not. In the state of Illinois, the limitation is 3 years. That means that a victim of the assault has 3 years from the time of the incident to press charges. You can still go to court 3 years after the fact. You can still be sued. Even if a claimant doesn't wish to prosecute now, she may wish to at any time in the next 3 years. Do you hear what I'm saying?
Within 3 years? I had no idea.
I'm glad that we understand each other. Now, about the defamation of character.
I haven't defamed anyone's character.
I have plenty of evidence to incriminate you, Garcia. It seems that you have made a few enemies, Garcia. Other parents were only too pleased to cooperate with me to provide as much evidence as I need. Some have even offered to testify on my behalf if it comes to that.
You aren't talking about WhatsApp messages, are you?
Ding, ding, ding! That is correct. I am so pleased that you are willing to cooperate. I have acquired screenshots and timestamps of everything that you have said about me in the last few months. So don't even bother trying to erase your chat histories. I like to be thorough.
You are joking, right?
'Cause I'm kind, I'll explain to you all the evidence I have, piece by piece. You said I was having affairs with my customers behind my husband's back. What was that all about? Where did you get the so-called information to supercharge your rumors?
I heard it from someone else.
Who was your source? You can't think of who it was because it was you that made up the story. You planted the seed that flourished and bloomed. The lies spread like a virus and came right back to you. The rumors you heard are the lies that you've been spreading.
But you were down in that part of town late at night. I saw you with my own eyes. I am not lying about that.
So, you saw where I was working, did you? Which bar was it? Can you tell me that? No, I didn't think so. Did you see me serving beer and working as a hostess in the bar? Did you see me having affairs with men behind my husband's back?
Not exactly.
You can't think of who it was because it was you that made up the story. You planted the seed that flourished and bloomed, the lies spread like a virus and came right back to you. Because I don't work in a bunny bar. I am not a hostess. I am nothing that you say I am.
So what were you doing in that part of town?
You still don't get it, do you? For the grand prize of $1 million, all you have to do is answer this one simple question. What would the granddaughter of a mafia boss be doing in that part of town, folks? Time is up, Garcia. You saw me in that area of town because it's my turf. I was doing my rounds. I was making my presence known to my clients. I was checking up on businesses.
Oh, I didn't know the mafia did that kind of thing.
For someone who was the granddaughter of a mafia boss, you sure are wet behind the ears, lady. Either that or you were lying through your teeth. You may think it's funny, but you'll be laughing on the other side of your face if you keep it up. Generally, I like to keep a low profile when I am doing my rounds. But unfortunately, you have now blown my cover and compromised my position.
Sorry.
Sorry is just a word when it is not said with feeling. There was a time when I was really hurt by the rumors that spread from the lies that you told. And no amount of words can make up for that now. I lost friends. My son was picked on at school. I was really hurt.
I am so sorry, Mrs. Nelson.
Sorry is not enough. I want compensation.
Compensation?
And let's say you were going to compensate me because it's in your interest to compensate me.
In my interest? Are you threatening me, Mrs. Nelson?
I don't see it as a threat, Garcia. I see it as payback for all the lies you told about me having an affair with the clientele of a bunny club behind my husband's back. Take your time. Today, I want to settle some business, so don't tell me you are innocent. Don't be afraid. The truth is all I am looking for. I don't want to make an orphan out of your son.
What are you talking about? What were you doing in the Bunny Club district, Garcia? I just happened to be passing through.
Like you pass through there every week on your way to a secret liaison. You are having an affair behind your husband's back.
How did you find out?
I just found out by chance. Are you beginning to see the hypocrisy of it all, Garcia?
How can you find out something like that by chance?
Of course you can't. In order to take advantage of your weak points, I have my men tell you. Then by chance, they followed you through the Bunny Club district to your little love nest in a very seedy part of town.
Do you get where this is going? You used your men to spy on me?
It is truly heartwarming to see the lengths that my associates will go to please me. I am blessed with a few good men. They will do anything I ask.
Mrs. Nelson, I can't believe you are doing this to me. Why are you going to these lengths? Violence and defamation of character, I'll accept, but it has nothing to do with me having an affair.
You are right about that. But I told you, didn't I? The Mafia do things thoroughly. We don't cut corners when revenge is involved.
I only kicked you lightly. This is an extreme response.
Lightly? If you were kicked by someone from behind and you fell forward, would you think it was just a light kick and forgive it?
If you put it that way.
I can't forgive that. You kicked me! If you had a reason to kick me, then I can forgive you. But you gave me the reason that I was out of your league, so I can't forgive you. How can a Mafia granddaughter forgive something like that?
I'm sorry, Mrs. Nelson. How many times do I have to say it? Please forgive me. I'm begging you, please. I will apologize over and over.
I don't need your apology. I am very annoyed about something more than the kick.
More?
You used the name of my Mafia family to threaten me and other people.
Oh, yes, I did that. And I am truly sorry. I was just having a bit of fun. I won't ever do it again. I learned my lesson.
A bit of fun? You think that is a small thing? Your behavior was an insult to our family and ruins our reputation with falsehoods.
You're taking it too seriously. I said I'm sorry. Mrs. Nelson, please.
You insulted my family. The Mafia doesn't have a good reputation among ordinary people. We are aware of that. And its reputation is harmed further by loose-tongued dummies like yourself. That's why I don't tell people about my Mafia family ordinarily. I keep it hidden. But you used our good name and dragged it through the mud with your vicious rumors. It's not good for the family. It's not good for the organization. I cannot forgive that.
Mrs. Nelson, what more can I do? What more can I say? I am sorry.
Next up, we are starting to see a pattern of behavior here. You had an affair behind his back. You made him look a fool. I cannot forgive that. You betrayed your husband.
No!
Next on my list, and there is a definite pattern emerging here. You told a lie about your son going to medical school. You made him look a fool. I cannot forgive you for that. You lie and deceive people around you. Garcia, I cannot forgive you for ruining the reputation of so many good people in our community.
Where did you get your hands on all this information?
The Mafia network may be invisible, Garcia, but we are everywhere. You can't hide from us. We will find you. We know every nook, every cranny, every hiding place that a bent copper or a mealy-mouthed crook can hide. We have the means to find out anything. Your poor son. stressed out by his studies over the past year.
Leave my son out of this. He's none of your business.
You made it my business when you brought him into the conversation. You need to show him more respect. Isn't it a parent's job to lead their children in the right direction and respect their opinion? All you did was push him and force him to follow an ideal you had in your mind of what he should be. You betrayed your son.
No. How can you say that? Does the mafia lead people in the right direction? Don't preach to me. You need to get your own house in order first.
You are treading on dangerous grounds here, Garcia. You seem to enjoy making fun of my family. I don't feel good about the direction this is taken.
Oh God, I am sorry. I didn't mean it. It just slipped out in the heat of the moment. Can't we just forget I said that?
Many true words are said in the heat of the moment, and many lies are artfully constructed over time. You said sorry, but your words don't carry no weight. You just saying that 'cause you want to be off the hook.
You're wrong.
I don't believe anything you say. Your words have no meaning. Show me by your actions.
What do I have to do to appease you?
You will have to pay alimony to your husband.
I won't have to pay alimony. We aren't getting divorced. He won't find out.
I don't like to see people being betrayed and disrespected, Garcia. I personally handed all the evidence I have to your husband. He thanked me and told me he'd divorce his wife and sue her for alimony.
You gave him evidence? You're kidding me!
Garcia, you are a housewife. You have never had a job. You always lived off your husband. Do you have any money to pay alimony?
Of course I don't. What am I going to do? It's all your fault!
Since it's my fault, I can fix it for you. 'Cause I am an honorable person. I'll give you a job. You can come to work for me.
What kind of job?
You are lucky. You found a job so quickly. You will soon be able to pay compensation back to me and alimony to your husband.
I'll pay you back as soon as I can. But I will persuade my husband to stay with me. We can work it out.
I don't think so.
I hope so.
Once Garcia and her husband's divorce was finalized, I took her to the bunny club district. I gave her a room and a job working as a bunny. Unfortunately, she was too old to be popular, so we used her as support staff. I am not going to let her off the hook until she has paid me and her husband off. Her son used his father's connections to get a job in a company. He is working hard so as not to embarrass his father, and his colleagues are looking after him. My son is now studying to be an aerospace engineer. He enjoys working hard every day. I check in on Garcia every day to make sure she is working hard to pay off her debts. Life is good. Thanks for watching. If you liked this video, please press the like button. Don't forget to leave a comment below. See you next time.
Hey, sweetheart. How is your day going so far? Did you hear back from your boss yet about where your assigned new school will be? You said they would let you know by today, right?
Hey, love. I was just about to text you, too. I got assigned the literal farthest school from home. I Googled it and mapped it out. It takes 2.5 hours to commute there and back. I am already having an anxiety attack just thinking about having to spend rush hour stuck in traffic every day. I really wanted Shallow Waters High.
Oh, I'm sorry, babe. I heard they purposefully don't let you go to the schools you want. Some dumb conflict of interest issue or something. I wish I could commute with you to keep you company.
I know. I wish you could too. But oh well, it's not like I can just tell them no or anything. I have to start in 3 weeks. It'll be long and annoying, but it'll be fine. Everyone does it, right? This is what you get for living in the city.
You will get used to it in no time. Maybe listen to an audiobook or two. We should go out to eat tonight and celebrate the new chapter of your career. How does steak sound? You love steak.
Oh, that does sound wonderful. Yes, I'm feeling more like spaghetti or some sort of pasta. Were you married to steak?
Not at all. Pasta is perfect. Whatever you want. We are celebrating you.
Woot! Okay, I am headed to a bookstore now. I'll see you downtown afterwards.
Sounds good. I'll see you at our usual spot by the bell tower. Mwah! How's your first day on the job going? Have you had a full class yet?
Hey! Oh man. There are way more boys at this so-called co-op school than there are girls. It was such a contrast that I noticed right away. It's nothing like that one school I did my residency at. But the students all seem real nice. Maybe because they are all AP students? I could feel their eagerness during my algebra lesson. A palpable thirst for knowledge, if you will.
That's great. Who cares what they are like in other classes? They love you, and that's all I need to hear. And of course, why wouldn't they love you? You're great.
Well, I would like to think that they are all just good students, regardless of the subject. There is one thing I noticed today, though, that might start to bother me. If they had PE or something outdoors right before my class, they are all sweaty and tired and out of breath by the time they come to my class. They can't seem to concentrate.
I remember being like that in high school, too. It was impossible to settle down after a good, strenuous game of dodgeball. Some things never change, huh?
I guess not. I do appreciate these little things to reminisce about that come with being a teacher. Makes me smile.
Are you done for the day, then? Do you have more classes?
Yes, I am done teaching for the day. I have a staff meeting at 5:30, so I'm thinking I might be able to get out of here by 6. Hopefully. I can't wait to tell you all about today.
Perfect. Let me know when you're leaving the school. I got off early today, so I can make some food for us while I wait for you.
I love you. That would be so amazing. Especially because I won't have to cook. All right, I will text you when I get out.
Hello, Christopher dear. How are you? I was wondering if you had gotten the package I sent yet. Oh, hey, Mrs. Charleston. I'm doing all right. I'm sorry, what package? I haven't gotten anything delivered recently. Not that I know of, anyway. You haven't? All that extra for priority mailing for nothing! I hope they are just delayed and not lost along the way. I have a good friend who is a nutritionist, and she let me get in on a bulk haul for some premium vitamins from Europe or something. So I sent you some. I know how you get with allergies come springtime and pollen starts flying everywhere. She said these particular vitamins are very good for those kinds of things. Wow, thank you so much, Mrs. Charleston. You are the best mother-in-law. I really appreciate you thinking of me. I should be the one sending you vitamins. Nonsense. The king of the castle should always be in tip-top shape. Every time I talk on the phone with Hope, I could hear you coughing and sniffling in the background. You poor thing. It breaks my heart. Once you get them delivered, pop one with your meal every day. It should do you some much-needed good. You are my baby, too. I need to make sure you're healthy. Ah, that is so sweet. Hey, Mom, can you buy me a car? There's this brand spanking new model of Tesla I heard was coming out. I'm just joking. You are the greatest mother-in-law a guy could ask for. Truly. I hope so. You mean a lot to me. You know that? You and Hope are equally precious to me like my own children. We love you. How are you and Mr. Charleston? Everything going well for you? Of course. We are old, but we are doing just fine. How is Hope liking her new school? Has she told you much about it? She never tells me anything anymore. You wouldn't know it now, but she used to tell me everything in such luscious detail about everything that happens at school. I miss that chatterbox. I'm lucky she told me about this new school this time. She's getting used to it. There's the commute, which takes a lot longer compared to when she was interning. I think she's stressed out by how much time is wasted in traffic. Time that she could be spending planning for her lessons and whatnot. She also mentioned this new school has significantly more boys than girls. But she says they all seem docile because they are college-level students. All in all, she says it's a job, not a lifestyle. She tells herself it could be worse. Such a positive soul, that Hope. That makes me relieved. She has always wanted to be a teacher, ever since she was a little girl. I am proud of her for setting out to reach her dream, but I also worry because she is so thin these days. Please take very good care of her, Christopher. You are all she has there. Absolutely. She is my everything. She comes first. You know that, Mrs. Charleston. Don't you worry about Hope. You can count on me. I know. Thank you. Don't forget to take those vitamins when they get there. I hear they do wonders. And maybe you will be telling some wonderful news by the time our next phone conversation is due. Yeah, maybe. Well, I have to get back to work now. Take care, Mrs. Charleston. I will let Hope know you messaged. And thank you for the vitamins. I'll start taking them as soon as I receive them. Hey, sweetheart. Where are you? I just woke up and you're not home. It's Saturday. Did I forget something we were supposed to go do together today?
Oh my god, Chris. I've told you this so many times. I knew you wouldn't remember. I told you I have to start teaching some extra classes on Saturdays.
Did you? Sorry, it must have slipped my mind. I've been pretty distracted this week with work. Sleeping in today was so refreshing. Sorry you have to work today, love.
I can't believe you forgot. I must have told you every day at dinner last week. Should we get you checked out for dementia or something? I read somewhere that dementia is not only for the elderly anymore. Now we live in the digital age, and it accelerates the progress and frequency of diagnosed dementia.
That is a bit of an overreaction, babe. I wouldn't go that far. I was just preoccupied. I'm sorry I forgot.
I'm genuinely concerned about your forgetfulness sometimes. It happens too often. It might be something serious.
Ah, well. So, do you have a full day today, or is it just morning classes?
I just have the morning classes today, but I have plans to go get lunch with some of the other teachers I made friends with. Maybe dinner too, depending on how the day goes.
Oh, really? I wish I had known.
You did! Since you don't think you have dementia, you clearly chose to forget it. Also, I didn't think I needed to report to you my every plan. You're not my guardian, and I am a grown woman holding down a full-time job. I would appreciate it if you would let me spend my Saturday how I want.
Whoa. I wasn't upset because you didn't plan on staying home with me or anything. As a matter of fact, I am not upset at all to begin with. I was just wondering, Hope. Are you guys going for drinks too? To a bar? Clubbing?
I don't know. I was just gonna go with the flow. I think this will do me some good. To have fun. I don't need you hovering over me like a helicopter parent.
Babe, what is the matter with you these days? Have I done something to you? Have I done something to make you angry? If I did, then please tell me, because I have no idea what's going on. You've been so on edge the past week or so, twisting my words and getting offended at everything I say.
Stop asking me that! I have told you, no! There is nothing you did! Be a man and let it go. If I am irritated right this moment, it's because I am annoyed at your forgetfulness. What is the matter with you these days then, huh? After everything I say, you ask if I'm mad or if you've done something to upset me? People are gonna think you're totally whipped. How is that going to look at work? Stop asking me that.
All right, fine. I'm sorry. Be safe, have fun, and I'll see you when you get home. Hi, Mrs. Charleston. Can I pick your brain for a sec? Christopher, darling! I'm a bit indisposed at the moment, to be honest. Could this wait? Well, it concerns Hope. I can't think of anyone else to talk to but you. This has something to do with Hope? What is it? Is she hurt? No, she's fine. Physically, she's fine. But emotionally, she has been very irritable and sensitive to the smallest things. Especially things about me. What I say, what I do. It looks and feels like she is mad at me, so I have asked her if I had done something, or something to upset her in some way. Every time, she says no. But I know her! Perhaps not as well as you do, Mrs. Charleston, but pretty damn close. She is never home either. She goes out with her new coworkers almost every other night. And when she is home, all she does is sleep. I want to fix this for her. If I only knew how. Sometimes when I ask her, she accuses me of not being a man and not being able to let things go. Has she mentioned or said anything to you?
Me? She doesn't even call me to chat, let alone to tell me her struggles. I can't recall the last time she and I spoke on the phone.
Mrs. Charleston, I am really desperate here. I want my wife back. What do you think I should do?
Your ideas are as good as mine, Christopher. I know just as much about Hope's recent business as my dog does. I'm sorry, I can't help you there. Perhaps you can think back to when she started to be on edge. Figure out for yourself what you did wrong. Chances are you probably did. Men never know, do they? Getting bothered by a busy and tired wife, tattling on her to her own mother. Now, something like this might be what has offended Hope. Don't you think?
You have a point. I'm sorry.
If fleeting woes like these is what you felt you had to convey to me, I would suggest not messaging me altogether. For a while. A piece of motherly advice. Pull yourself together, Christopher.
Hey, babe. I was just calling to see when you might be coming home. It's really late.
I'm at the dinner, babe. We went over this morning, babe. I told you I was going out to dinner with my new coworkers. We are still eating, and there is going to be dessert. Also, it's only 11, babe. Take a chill pill, babe. I'm not a child, let alone your child.
All right, calm down. I am not overreacting. It is late, and I am worried about you. Do you need me to come pick you up once dinner is over? Let me know. I'd rather you not have to take the bus home this late.
I'm good. One of the teachers here will probably call an Uber. I'll just pool with them, or take the train back. I'll be fine.
Are you sure? I know how you can get uncomfortable with new people. It's really no trouble. I'll come get you.
Babe, I'm fine! Stop mothering me!
Okay. Be safe. I'll see you when I see you. Hey, hun. Are you held up at work again?
Oopsie, sorry. Did I forget to leave a note? I'm at dinner with the entire school board staff. The superintendent is even here. You know I had no say on this matter. I am the latest hire. I have to attend these things. This was a must. Your company has retreats and team building stuff too, right?
No, yeah, I get it. A note would have been nice, though. I have been worrying this whole time.
I know. I said I'm sorry. So anyway, I will be late. Don't wait up. Also, I won't be able to hear the phone ring, so maybe don't call again. I'll see you when I get home. Late.
All right. Be safe. Hello. Hi. Who is this? My name is Blake Tipton Jr. I am a senior at Westside High. Are you Mrs. Cannon's husband? Westside High? Yeah, that's my wife's school. Yes, my wife. She teaches math there. Why? You said you are a student of hers? Yes, I am. I'm sorry to bother you at this hour, but your wife has been taken to the ER. I was going through Mrs. Cannon's phone to find her emergency contact to call them. She told me to do it. Whoa, slow down. I don't understand what you are saying. What happened to my wife? Why was she taken to the ER? Is she all right? I have no idea. She was fine one moment, and the next moment she fell, clutching her stomach. I can't do anything right now. They need you to come because you are her emergency contact. We are in the ER waiting area connected to the University Hospital uptown. Okay, I'll be right there. Hey, Blake. First of all, thank you for calling 911 for my wife. I don't think I said this properly amidst all the chaos at the doctor's office. But there was something that kept coming back to me that I can't quite wrap my head around. Do you mind if I ask you some questions?
Sure, go ahead.
I would like to know why you were the one that called 911 for my wife. She had told me she was at a staff dinner. I have never heard of a teacher's staff dinner where undergrad students are invited, let alone allowed. They were at a bar. How would you even get in? And I would like to know why you called the 911 from a room of a roadside motel. I thought you might be able to tell me the answers to these questions before I got them from my wife.
I think it would be best for you to talk to Mrs. Cannon. I think it's better if you hear it from her.
You were clearly with her, though, right? So you must know. You must have seen or heard something. Why would it be better if I heard it from my wife? What would be better if I heard it from my wife?
I should have said, I don't want to be the one to tell you.
What?
I don't want to deal with this anymore. I'm done. Seriously, dude. You should talk to your wife. Let her tell you why she was at a roadside motel. Let her explain what her stomach pain was. I'm out. I've done my part. Don't text me back.
Hope, did you leave in a cab by yourself? The ER doctor told you should be admitted. At least overnight.
Oh yeah, that'll go over nicely at my new job. Hey, Mr. Principal. I've only been working here maybe 4 months, but I really need to use my paid time off to stay at some hospital for literally nothing. Of course I left. I called a cab and got the hell out of there before they could force me to stay. Would you want to be fired for something as stupid and unnecessary as being hospitalized for stomach cramps?
How are you being so righteous right now?
What do I have to be guilty for? I don't want to stay the night at a hospital.
The doctor told me what could have caused your stomach cramps. He said it is seen most commonly in patients who admitted to having very rough sexual intercourse. So, like a dummy, I asked the student who you were apparently with. And he basically told me to F off. His exact words were, "I'm done." He told me to ask you and get answers from you. He seems to think you will be better at explaining. Or covering something up, maybe. What do you have to say about this, Hope? Can you please tell me why you were taken to the ER from a motel? And why a student of yours was the one to call 911? You told me you were at a dinner with your co-workers.
Fine. If you have to hear it from me, here it is, Chris. It is exactly what this looks like. That's why I was at a motel with Blake. And that is why he called 911, and that is why I had to go to the hospital. Whatever inappropriate, sick, kinky thing this looks like to you, this is that. You happy now?
Are you out of your damn mind? Hope, he is a child. Not only did you have an affair, but you had an affair with a minor. That is a felony, Hope. What were you thinking?
That's just it. I wasn't thinking. Unlike with you, I didn't need to think about my feelings for Blake. I just felt it. Did you know love is supposed to do that? Because I didn't. I never felt the love for you, or from you, Chris. Love makes you stupid and blind. And that is what I have with Blake.
You are absolutely delusional. Where are you right now? Are you at home? Are you headed there?
Oh my God, Chris. I may be whatever you want to call me right now, but I'm not an idiot. Why would I go home? Straight back to my life with you? Now that the cat is out of the bag, I guess this is as good a time as any. I have been planning on leaving you, so it might as well be tonight. Don't call or text me anymore. I will send someone to collect my things sometime. Bye, Chris.
You knew all along, didn't you, Mrs. Charleston?
Hello, Christopher.
No what, dear? You knew all along that Hope was having an affair with one of her high school students.
Oh.
Wow. I'm gonna take that as an obvious yes. Is that why you told me to stop messaging you with stupid things last time? Because you were afraid you might let something slip?
I'm sorry, Christopher. I truly am. But what can I do? What could I have done? I am still Hope's mother. Whoever she falls in love with, I cannot change her mind. And as her mother, I support her. It is my job. It always has been, you know. Whether I agree with her decisions or not is irrelevant.
But Mrs. Charleston, a minor! She had an affair with a child. If you had any idea, any inkling about her having an affair with a minor, yes, you most definitely should have done everything you can to stop that. Unconditional motherly love and blind support does not apply here, Mrs. Charleston. You are an accomplice to a felony. Do you understand that?
Don't you dare lecture me on motherhood, young man. Frankly speaking, yes, I should have stopped her from committing a felony. And perhaps I would have been more inclined to put an end to it if you were man enough to support my argument for such. But who are you? You come from nothing. You know Blake is the son of the CEO of Tipton Steel. Your grown man specs do not hold a candle anywhere remotely close to Blake's. And that is just considering your backgrounds. Do you know who the last cover model for Teen Magazine was? It was Blake. He is the whole package. Age was more than simply a number, in this case. Don't you agree? No mother would say no to her only daughter hitting the quite literal jackpot. Take your losses and go whine somewhere else, you petty child.
So you've met him? You two have been introduced and all?
I have met him, yes. I must say, I do wish Blake were a few years older. But at this point, what is done is done. I am Hope's mother, and I shall see her be happy. Above all else, don't make a fuss and just sign the divorce papers once they arrive. They are well on their way.
Oh, I was never going to make a fuss about divorcing her. What good is a cheating, disloyal wife that I would want to keep her? But now that you've told me so much, I feel like I want to delve into this matter deeper. I will get to the bottom of this, one way or another. I will see this through. Thanks, Mrs. Charleston. This has been very informative.
What are you playing at here, Christopher?
Well, why don't you wait and see? Wow, you can really see how the students are very vocal about how you treated them during the 4 short months you were teaching there. All these documents in one place. So easy to paint a clear picture. Don't you agree, Hope?
What the hell, Chris? Oh my god, you are such a sore loser. This is a new low. Ugh, why can't you just be a real man and deal with it? I can't believe you posted those so publicly.
You're right, I could have manned up. But then, you know me. I come from a no-name family with basically no education. So I guess I just don't know how to be a real man. Then I realized, as a sad, lowly peasant, I have nothing to lose. I lost my wife, to a kid no less. Why not spend whatever energy I have in me to expose you, I thought. Your coworkers were pretty eager to tell me everything they knew as well. How you met your little boy toy, Blake.
My coworkers? You've been asking around about me to the people I work with?
Of course I did. I went down the list of your coworkers from principal to janitor. You know what was funny that I discovered? Not a single employee of Westside High School thought of you as friendly, or kind, or even approachable. What the hell have you been doing the past few months? I know all those staff meetings were a lie, but did you try at all to acclimate to your new job?
Christopher, what have you done to my daughter? You have ruined her reputation. Have you any idea how hard she worked to be a teacher? It was her childhood dream.
Why, yes, Mrs. Charleston. I am sure it was little Hope's aspiration from a young age to become a teacher. I'm sure she foresaw herself shape other young minds by taking bribes from her students for better grades. Of course, the bribes I am referring to here is that of an exclusively sexual nature. I have no doubt that, from a young age, Hope has most certainly aspired to use her position as an authority figure to get what she wants. I even saw the midterm she graded. Props to you, Mr. Tipton Jr., for handing in a blank exam and getting a perfect score. Please read those documents I shared with you. It's all there. Signed by the chair of the BOE and everything. God damn it, Mrs. Cannon. This is not what I signed up for, dude. What the hell am I gonna tell my mom, Hope? I mean, Mrs. Cannon. If everyone knows, there go my scholarships and scouts. Ugh. Don't worry your little head just yet, Blakey. You still have time before the school has a parent-teacher conference about you. They can't make a hasty decision about a wealthy student such as yourself without pretense of a meeting. You know falsified grades is taken very, very seriously by the Board of Education, right? Somebody is going to prison for this. At least 3 years, I hear. But all in due time. The meeting will happen soon, and I hear it will happen quite publicly, too. I would love to see your prominent CEO father's comments on this matter. Man, have you guys messed with the wrong... I may not be a man, but oh, I sure am crazy.
Chris, I think you need to calm down. This is too much. I can see you're upset, and rightly so. But calm down and think about this. Please. Can we talk about it in person? I'll come to you.
Hope is right, Christopher. I understand you have every right to be angry right now. But this is unbecoming of you, especially to lose it in front of the child involved. You and Hope should really hash this out in person. Nah, I've held it in too long. I have always tried to be the peacemaker, quick to apologize for the sake of our relationship, rather than my own ego. But I can see that was a big part of why it has come to this point. My wife mistook my being docile for being a pushover. I will show you what vengeance I actually harbor. You will see and feel my revenge for as long as you live. I kinda like this unleashed side of me, don't you? Isn't this fun? Let me give you one last piece of friendly advice to you, Hope. Go have a fun, happy little life in prison with your boy toy and be sure to put a tight leash on him, because who knows where he will wander off to once he realizes you are nothing but an old hag. That is, if you get out of prison before you are 40. After that, my divorce was finalized smoothly, and things are settling back to my pre-marriage norm. The school board has made the easy and necessary decision of firing my ex-wife for her inappropriate behavior with a minor student and falsified grades she has been giving out in return for her favors. The Tiptons, Blake's parents, have filed a lawsuit against Hope, and while the investigations were ongoing, the police discovered more and more evidence of falsified school records elicited by Blake. He has now been indefinitely suspended from school, until yet another meeting has been conducted. There is no doubt that, even if he is tried as a minor, the things he has done will follow him into adulthood and haunt him for a long, long time. As for me, I have been concentrating on work since my divorce. All the money I saved up while I was in that boring marriage is now looking perfect as a down payment for a decent house. Or even for a car. Either way, I have things to look forward to, which is a great improvement. One good thing that came out of this ordeal is that I made a promise to myself that I will never let anyone walk all over me again, for their sake and my own. Here is to the start of my new chapter in life.
Thank you for watching. If you have enjoyed the video, please don't forget to like and subscribe.